Lynton and Aimee Fisher are here to share their fascinating story of their now thriving multi-generational business located on the Murray River. They've got threads into Gippsland, which I'll let them explain a bit more about. So give them a welcome, please. Thank you.
Well, good morning everyone. My name is Lynton Fisher and this is my wife Aimee, and we're citrus farmers from Narung in northwest Victoria and Nambrock in Gippsland. Up on the banks of the Murray River, our family has been farming for 4 generations. This is my pop Alex Fisher. Together with his brother Angus, they purchased the property in 1938. Although most of the land was undeveloped at that stage, there was 12 acres of existing plantings of citrus, which was planted in 1923. They saw potential in the citrus as it hadn't been watered for 3 years. Not long after they purchased the property, World War II broke out, and Alex and Angus were commissioned by the Australian government under the citrus control orders to supply the Australian defence with their citrus, and everything they produced went to the Aussie troops, and that was their only source of income at that time. With the first packing shed in the district after the war had ended, Alex and Angus continued to pack their fruit and other farmers' fruit around the district too. This fruit was packed for Melbourne markets and also into New Zealand and Singapore, and the picture here is the original label that we used. In the early 80s, Florida had a massive freeze and juice prices went through the roof. There was a big shift from in our growing towards producing volume to meet the huge gap in the juice market. You know, times were good in the 80s and juice prices fetched in excess of $350 a tonne. But nothing could prepare us for the drought and what was about to happen. There was severe drought, water restrictions and a rise in the Aussie dollar that forced us to take drastic actions, and here we pulled out a third of our orchard, which some of it included those heritage trees. As a result of the government removing the import tariffs on citrus and a fall in the Aussie export dollar, cheap imported juice just flooded the market. And it was just cheaper to leave the fruit on the trees to rot, and it was the final straw. We had to do something. And during the drought, my mother Glenda became involved in the Drought Social Recovery Committee. Fiona Gorman, our local council committee member, met a market organiser called Miranda Sharp. And Miranda was looking for a citrus grower to attend Melbourne farmers markets, and so the connection was made. Local networking sparked the transition from retailing at small community markets to reach the masses of the larger Melbourne city markets. We joined Miranda at Collingwood Children's Farm Farmers Market over 10 years ago, and we've never looked back. As a member of the VFMA, accreditation has given us primary producers a lot of credibility, and it ensures our customers that it's supporting genuine local farmers. Local food hubs are farmer friendly too. We have a good relationship here with the Bawbaw Food Hub. They source local and they pay fairly. Preserving, pickling and juicing are all different ways in which we've successfully value added. Expanding our product range has helped cover shortfalls in our cash flow and also offers our customers a greater variety. Between the months of March and May, we rely on high value water saving crops like garlic, onions and pumpkins to help bridge the cash flow gap when citrus is between seasons. Not only do these crops travel well, they also store well. And they use about 4 meg a hectare compared to 10 meg for citrus, so that helped out too. Meeting with our customers weekly has given us a valuable insight into the varieties they appreciate most. Here we're grafting to meet consumer demand. In this picture we're changing Valencia oranges over to Tangelos, and you can see the white trunks there. We paint them just to avoid the sunburn. Pretty hot up there. Capitalising on high consumer demand and good climatic conditions, we've increased our permanent plantings of avocados to over 800 trees, and this includes a number of varieties to help extend our season. These ones are little Hass avocados. Recent improvements in our irrigation management have led us to install drip irrigation, soil monitoring and air temperature monitors. So remote management allows us to protect our crops from extreme weather, hot or cold, because we're at the market so much. So this has been a huge advantage for us to operate it with the mobile phones. Logistics have proven a challenge, with our farm being 6 hours travel from Melbourne, so getting enough produce to the people has always been a struggle. We first started at the farmers markets with a ute, then a ute and trailer. 3 gearboxes later, and we bought our first truck, and now, the rest is history.
Online is a new space for us. Selling online allows us to reach a wider community. Cutting down on travel, yet still serving our customers, is an added advantage. Our online sales at this point, however, are a complementary revenue stream. The need to be online and to have a positive online presence is what sparked the beginning of our business rebrand. Now, with a new look, cohesive image, we have our own website, online store and social media following. Welcome to the new age. What a learning curve.
Continued demand for our citrus beyond the growing season has stirred the idea of growing cooler climate citrus. So having both lived and worked in Gippsland, Aimee and I could see the potential in growing select varieties of citrus that would secure supply to our customers and provide them with a premium product year round, so hence the Namrock property. And surviving the drought, replanting, rebuilding and reinvesting, we now operate a vertically integrated farming business whereby we wear all the hats. Yes, agribusiness, as we know, is a juggling act, but we're excited about the future and what the future holds for us. So we strive to be efficient for our families and supply our loyal customers too. So thank you guys.
Thank you.